just rambling round, hard-working, rambling man, go from town to town. The police make it hard wherever I may roam, and I ain't got no home in this world anymore. As a farming on the shares, and always I was poor, my crops I put into the banker's door. My wife laid down and died upon the cabin floor, and I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Oh, I ain't got no home, I'm just rambling round, hard-working, rambling man, go from town to town. The police make it hard wherever I may roam, and I ain't got no home in this world anymore. As you ramble round, it's mighty plain to see this wide and wicked world's a funny place to be. The gambling man is rich and the working man is poor, and I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Oh, I ain't got no home, I'm just rambling round, hard-working, rambling man, go from town to town. The police make it hard wherever I may roam, and I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Some blues are so blue, they're the miner's blues. Some blues are so blue, they're the miner's blues. My troubles are coming by threes and by twos. Blues and more blues, these old miner's blues. Blues and more blues, these old miner's blues. I must have sharpened these picks that I use. Blues and more blues, dirty cold black blues. Blues and more blues, dirty cold black blues. My place might cave in and my life I might lose. Blues and more blues, dirty cold black blues. Blues and more blues, dirty cold black blues. Coal in my hair and coal in my shoes. Some blues are so blue, they're the miner's blues. Some blues are so blue, they're the miner's blues. We'll lay off tomorrow with these coal miner blues. let your hair hang down low. Alberta, let your hair hang down low. I'll give you more gold than your apron string can hold. Alberta, let your hair hang down low. Alberta, what you got on your mind? Alberta, what you got on your mind? What you got up on your mind keeps me worried all the time. Alberta, let your hair hang down low. Alberta, why'd you treat me unkind? Alberta, why'd you treat me unkind? You tried my heart so sad, 'cause you treated me so bad. Alberta, let your hair hang down low. Alberta, let your hair hang down low. Alberta, let your hair hang down low. I'll give you more gold than your apron string can hold. Alberta, let your hair hang down low. Five long years in the army, never was a home. Take me back to my hometown and nevermore I'll roam. Looking for a home, I'm looking for a home. Now the first time in my hometown, spent looking for a bed. Tramping up and down the avenue for a place to lay my head. I'm looking for a home, I'm looking for a home. Now I answered an advertisement, stood there in the crowd. The landlady, she made a speech, the dogs, the cats, the chickens, the kids, the working men went loud. Looking for a home, I'm looking for a home. Now the first time I saw the bedroom, had just one bed and chair. Next time I saw the bedroom, there was 5 guys sleeping there. I'm looking for a home, I'm looking for a home. And I went around the corner just to buy a glass of beer. When I got back, there was 5 more men hanging on the chandelier, looking for a home. I'm looking for a home. Now if anyone should ask you why I sing so shrill, tell them I'm a homeless veteran waiting for the housing bill, looking for a home, looking for a home. And if anyone should ask you who composed this song, tell them I'm a discharged soldier that ain't slept all week long, looking for a home. I'm looking for a home. I was born about 10,000 years ago, and there's not a thing in history I don't know. I saw Peter, Paul, and Moses playing Ring Around the Roses, and I'll whip the guy that says it isn't so. I saw Saturn when he looked the garden door. I saw Eve and Adam driven from the door. From behind the bushes peeping, well, I saw the apples eaten. I can prove that it was I that ate the core. Queen Elizabeth, she fell in love with me. We were married in Milwaukee secretly. Well, I got tired and shook her and went off with General Hooker, the fighting skaters down in Tennessee. Well, sad is the fortune of all mankind. They're always controlled, they're always confined, controlled by the parents until they are wives, then controlled by their husbands all the rest of their lives. Well, your horses are hungry, go feed them some hay, then sit down beside me as long as you may. My horses aren't hungry, they won't eat your hay, so fare you well, Nancy, I'm a-going away. Well, your wagon needs greasing, your bill's yet to pay. So sit down beside me as long as you can. My wagon is greased, my whip's in my hand. So fare you well, Nancy, I've no time to stand. So early in the morning, when he did go, well, he left her a-weepin', as you very well know. But when he returned, she embraced him with joy and kissed the sweet lips of her wagoner's boy. Now your parents don't like me because I am poor. They think I'm not worthy to enter your door. Well, I work for my wages, my money's my own, and if they do not like me, they can leave me alone. Well, oh, sad is the fortune of all womankind. They're always controlled, they're always confined, controlled by the parents until they are wives, then controlled by their husbands for the rest of their lives. Aged woman, peasant girl, in the field springtime has come. The shadows cross beneath the sun to plow the earth and plant the seed. The fields are dry, there's been no rain. The elder lifts her hands to pray. The younger sees clouds far away. Summer rain falls on the land. Summertime turns into fall. The seeds turn into rows of wheat. Harvest for the bread they'll eat. Blackbirds fly across the sky. Winter time is drawing near. Work is done, no more to do. shadows follow just these two. Aged woman, peasant girl. As a child, my family would travel down western Kentucky where my parents were born. There's a backwards old town that's all filled with memories, so many times that my memories are born. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where the paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train is hauled it away. Sometimes you travel right down the Green River, the abandoned old prison down by the hill, where the air smelled like snakes and we'd shoot with our pistols, but empty pop bottles was all we would kill. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where the paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train is hauled it away. The coal company came with the world's largest shovel. They tortured the timber and stripped off the land. They dug for the coal till the land was forsaken. They wrote it all down as a progressive man. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where the paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where the paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Seven wonders, as the travelers always tell. There's some gardens and some towers, well, I guess you know them well. But now the greatest wonder lies in Uncle Sam's fair land. Sees a big Columbia River and a big Grand Coulee Dam. She heads up the Canadian Rockies, where the rippling waters glide. Comes a-tumbling down the canyon, till she meets the salty tide. from the big Pacific Ocean, where the sun sinks in the west, in the big Grand Coulee country, in the land I love the best. In the misty crystal glitter of that wild and windward spray, we fought the pounding waters, and we died in a water grave. When the boat was smashed to splinters, and she gave men dreams to dream, the day the COULEE Dam was crossed by that wild and wasted stream. Uncle Sam took up the challenge in the year of 33, for the farmer and the factory, and all of you and me. He said, roll along Columbia, you can roll down to the sea, but river, while you're rambling, you can do some work for me. Washington and Oregon, you can hear the factories hum, making chrome and making manganese and white aluminum. There goes a flying fortress in the fight for Uncle Sam, in the big King Columbia River, by the big Grand Coulee Dam. Trouble in mind, well, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. The sun's gonna shine in my back door someday. Lay my head on some lonesome railroad line. The 229 can pacify my worried mind. Trouble and love come to me, and it sure did blow my mind. Sometimes I feel like living, sometimes I feel like dying. Trouble in mind, well, I'm blue, wind's gonna come and blow my blues away. Trouble in mind, well I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. The sun's gonna shine in my back door someday. I'm gonna lay my head on some lonesome railroad line. The 229 can pacify my worried mind. Trouble in love come to me, and it sure did blow my mind. Sometimes I feel like living, sometimes I feel like dying. Trouble in mind, well I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. The wind's gonna come and blow my blues away. In 1814, we took a little trip along the Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. Took a little bacon, then we took a little beans, and we fought the fighting British in the town of New Orleans. Fired our guns, British kept a coming, wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more, they began a running down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Now we stood by the river till we saw the British come, and there must have been 100 of them beating on their drums. They stepped so high till we heard their bugles ring. We stood behind the cotton fields and didn't say a thing. Fired our guns, British kept a coming, wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more, they began a running down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. he said, we take them by surprise. If you don't fire your muskets till you look them in the eye. Stood right still till we saw the faces well. Then we opened up our squirrel guns and really gave them hell. Fired our guns, British kept a comin'. Wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more, they began a running down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Now we fired our muskets till the barrels melted down. Then we grabbed an alligator and we fought another round. We filled his head with cannonballs and powdered his behind. And when we set the powder off, the gator lost his mind. Fired our guns, British kept a comin'. Wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more, they began a running down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Warn you, baby, from time to time, but you wouldn't listen, wouldn't pay no mind. I'm a-moving on, I'm a-moving on. You've broken the vow, so she's all over now. I'm a-moving on. That big eight-wheeler rolling down the track, your long-loving daddy ain't a-coming back. He's a-moving on, I'm a-moving on. You're flying too high from a little old sky. I'm a-moving on. One time, baby, when you had your play, gonna want your daddy, and your daddy'll say he's a-moving on, I'm a-moving on. Well, I'm through with you, too bad you're blue, I'm a-moving on. Put the throttle ahead, take me back to the southern lands. I'm moving on, I'm a-moving on. You could ease my mind if we get there on time. I'm moving on. Now, fireman, won't you please listen to me? Got a pretty woman in Tennessee, and I'm moving on, I'm a-moving on. She's long and lean and waiting for me. I'm a-moving on. You, baby, from time to time, but you wouldn't listen, wouldn't pay no mind. I'm a-moving on, I'm a-moving on. You've broken the vow, so she's all over now. I'm a-moving on. That big eight-wheeler rolling down the track, your long-loving daddy ain't a-coming back. He's a-moving on, I'm a-moving on. I'm through with you, too bad you're blue. I'm a-moving on. One time, baby, when you made your play, gonna want your daddy, and your daddy will say he's a-moving on, I'm a-moving on. You're flying too high from a little low sky, and I'm moving on. Engineer, put the throttle ahead, take me back to the southern lands. I'm moving on, yeah, I'm moving on. You could ease my mind if you get there on time. I'm a-moving on. Farming, won't you please listen to me? Got a pretty woman in Tennessee, and we're moving on, I'm a moving on. She's long and lean and waiting for me, I'm a moving on.